Hey guys, what is going on? D-Man6996 here again with another tank review video, and this time we're doing it on the Su-122-44. This is the Russian Tier 7 tank destroyer. But first of all, before we get started with the review, if you have not noticed yet, I'm running the Carousel mod off Locuson's mod pack. And also, that's right people, I purchased a KV5, so expect a review and maybe some gameplay of it, just random gameplay, coming in the near future. But first of all, we need to talk about the Su-122, and that's probably why you guys came here. Now, there's something very interesting about this tank, and that's the gun, but we'll come on to the gun here in a little bit. The Su-122-44 has 840 hit points. Now, if we look to the other Tier 7 Russian tanks, or I guess the Su-152, not just the Russian tanks, but that one has 870 hit points, so it has a little bit more than the Su-122. The Germans with the Jagdpanther, they actually have, he has a, 850, and if you guys look, I do have the Jagdpanther, so I'll be doing some gameplay of that as well. Also have the Nashorn running around that one too, and also the Japanese in their new tank line, excuse me. So I can buy the Chinu. I actually free XP'd everything except the radio, so I'll be buying this thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I gotta finish looking at the other tanks. T-25 AT has 840, which is the same as the Su-122, and the T-25-2 has 800 hit points. So that's on the lower end of the T-25-2. And T-25-2 seems to get pretty much on the shitty end of the stick for about everything, which is probably one of the worst Tier 7 tank destroyers in the game. Chinese don't have one. British, can't forget about the British and the French. 87, yeah, we're probably expecting him to have a little bit more health there, and he's got 1250, so yeah, he's got a lot more than all the other Tier 7s, and I guess we want to compare the AT-15A, which has 850, so the Su-122 is pretty much around the same. The AMX AC-46, 820, so like the French thing, they're on the lower end of the health pool. So the Su-122 is on the same end of everyone else as around the health in their hit points. The tank weighs 33 tons with a 500 horsepower engine pushing it, which gives it a very healthy horsepower to ton ratio, which it doesn't say it here. It's only for medium tanks. It has a 47-kilometer speed limit, which is very nice. This thing, it's really fun to just move around the battlefield. Kind of feels like a medium tank in a way on how you can flank tanks so easy. It has a 42-degree traverse speed, which is very healthy. You can flank tanks or flank them around, running around the tanks. But since this is a non-turreted tank destroyer, you're gonna have a long, hard struggle to try and get your shots and keep moving around the person. And so now we go on to the armor. The armor of this thing is very interesting. This tank has 90 millimeters of armor in the front. And if you look at it, it's pretty much, there's no weak spots on it, besides the lower glacis, which is an obvious weak spot. Yeah, I mean, that's sloped back at like 40 degrees. Don't count me on that, but 40, 50 degrees that looks like. And I mean, that really makes effective armor go up a lot. And if you angle this thing, so say this thing is, you're facing the enemy, if you angle it just like this, angle it like that, that's like impossible. Even only at 90 millimeters, you're going to be bouncing a lot of shots from tanks right around your tier. Even tier 8s will have trouble penetrating you. Even at the lower glacis, I mean, that's got a nice little slant out, and it's not very big. I mean, this tank is a low profile tank, and having that little bit of the lower glacis sticking out is kind of hard to hit. If you do hit it, you can easily penetrate it. With this gun, I've hit Su-122-44s in there, in the lower glacis, and it goes right through. And I've hit them up here too, even if they aren't angled, but if they do angle, I have bounced quite a bit. So then, yeah, 75 millimeters on the side, which isn't terrible, and then 45 millimeters, which is just shit. So don't expect your armor to save you on this thing unless you're angling it in the front. But you don't angle it too much because then people have shots on your side armor, and you do not want to get hit there. So yeah, now we come on to the gun, and we'll talk about this gun here in a little bit. The view range on this thing. This thing, since it's so low, it has a shitty view range of 330 meters. The Su-100Y, which is at 2.6, which is obviously a bigger tank, has 350 meter view range. And we'll just go and look at the other tanks while we're at it. AMX AC-46. Let's just bring them all up right now. Jag Panther. Bring them over here. For goodness gracious, we're gonna have a lot of these little vehicle details up here. We've done the British. Get the British up here. And the Russians with their Su-152. Alright, so we'll space these out so that way we can see who all has the most. Alright, so for view ranges, it looks like the Russians have the poor end of the stick with 330 meter view range, same as the Su-15, or Su-152 is the same as the Su-122-44. The Jag Panther has very respectable 370 meter view range, which is very nice in Tier 7. If you stick binocs on there and a camo net, that's going to work really well, because the Jag Panther has a really good camo rating. Frenchies, they have good view range, 350 meters, just average. 380 meter view range by the T25-2, which makes sense since it is an open top vehicle with, I guess, those little shutters on the top or whatever. But still pretty much an open top vehicle. The British even have 350 meter view range, even with that little AT-7. So that's nice. And the Americans, again, with 350 meter view range with the T25 AT. We'll just head to the garage now. Oop, they actually, I didn't know they stayed up there. My bad. Alright, now let's get on to the gun here. Alright, 700 meter signal range is very good. So now the gun, which is pretty much why people would want to buy the Su-122-44. It is the 122mm, which is the normal Russian 122mm. You see it on the KV-1S, you see it on the IS, you see it on the Su-100, Su-152, and so forth. Even the KV-3. With this gun, it's very interesting. It is a 122mm that has a rate of fire of 7.5 rounds a minute. Now we'll just look onto the heavy tank version of this gun, which is the, let's see here, the IS is 122, which is modeled the same way, and they look, their name says it all. The 122mm D25T and the 122mm D25S, which is the Su-122-44's version. If you look here, this has a 4.88 rounds a minute. This is the tank destroyer version, as it has a 7.5 rounds a minute. That's quite a difference. This thing will reload every 7 seconds. This will reload every 10, 11 seconds, depending if you're running with a large caliber tank gun rammer and 100% crew. It'll be right around the 10-second mark. And there's also another thing. The tank destroyer version has a bit better accuracy, but it's still not amazing at 0.41, which is a lot better than the IS at 0.46, which is horrendous. I mean, this is pretty terrible as well, but that's just terrible. 0.46. 2.9 second aiming time. You really need a enhanced gun lane drive on this the Su-122 to bring that aiming time down, because 2.9 seconds on the tank destroyer is a little high. You want that to be lower. And then the terrible 3.4 second on the IS. So the gun is pretty much what makes the Su-122-44. That is why people want to buy this thing, and that's why I bought this thing, was because of the gun. And I'm really happy I purchased it. But now let's look at the Su-152, which has a 122mm gun as well. This one has the same. Excuse me. This one has the same gun, except it's the model 1944. Now that's very interesting. I didn't know that the Su-152 had a better rate of fire than the Su-122. So that means that the Su-152 will actually fire faster than the Su-122, which is mainly the reason why people buy the Su-122. But if the Su-152 fires a lot faster, that's really interesting. But most people don't use the Su-152 for that gun. They mostly use it for this 152mm derp gun. It's a normal derp gun. Pretty similar to the KV2's derp gun. And then the ISU will also get that D25S, which has the same rate of fire as the Su-152, which is a little interesting, considering it's a tier higher, but whatever. So the Su-152 actually has a better rate of fire than the Su-122. And I bet you're getting confused with all these names. But, so yeah, that's pretty much the gun. It is a great gun, but it's got its weaknesses. That .41 accuracy and that 2.9 second aiming time really sucks. And yeah, it sucks. View range is also really downer about this tank, but that's the same as the Su-152. So I'm gonna show my service record on it quick. I haven't played too many games in it, to be honest with you. I've only played 128 games, have a 52% win rate in there, have an average of 506 experience every game. So the maximum experience I've had is 1500. I've destroyed 5 actually in battle. I've gotten 165 kills in 128 games, so I've at least got to kill a game, unlike some of my other tanks. I've only been destroyed 90 times. So that gives me a healthy .81 KD. I've caused quite a bit of damage in this thing, and I've even received damage. And I bounced quite a few shells, so that's nice. But that's pretty much it for my service record. Now we're going to talk about crew skills and what I recommend. I'm just a big 6th Sense guy, so I picked 6th Sense for my commander. If I were you guys, I would put all camo net or all camo on there, and also include a camo net to make sure that you don't get spotted, because this thing has a great camo value. It is a very stealthy tank for how low to the ground it is. So if you like 6th Sense, go ahead and put that on your commander, but otherwise I recommend getting camouflage everywhere. For my next perk, I will definitely put camo on here, but this is a premium tank, and you can use any crew that you want in there. I'm actually using my Su-85 crew in there right now. I'm not in a hurry to grind this thing, since I'm working on 2 tank destroyers on the German line right now. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend getting your own crew skills for this thing. I mean, you should not have your own Su-122-44 crew just for this thing. You should have other Russian TD crews, which is probably the main reason why you bought the Su-122. So, yeah, if for the Russian TDs, I would definitely get camo for all 3, and then 6th Sense for your commander. Just so you know if you get spotted, so that way you can back away quickly when you get spotted. Excuse my mic right there, I'm sorry. That's what I recommend. For equipment, I recommend a medium. Okay, there's an interesting thing. This gun is a 122mm gun that uses a medium caliber tank gun rammer. Now, if you look on the, I don't have one on here because I'm running low on money. I actually bought my KV2 back. But the high-S takes a large caliber tank gun rammer, but the Su-122-44 takes a medium caliber tank gun rammer. Now that's very interesting. That's really interesting. I mean, the Tiger II with its 88mm L71 gun, that needs a large caliber tank gun rammer, and that's only an 88mm gun. Why does this only need a medium caliber? That's really interesting. But I'd recommend getting a gun rammer on here. Camo net as well, just because you're tank destroyed and you're probably going to be sitting back a little ways. You don't want to be sitting back too long because you have that terrible .41 accuracy. And an enhanced gun length drive. Excuse me, I can't talk. I'm not feeling too great today. But, so yeah, you want that to bring that 2.9 second aiming time down a little bit. And for ammunition, I recommend bringing a few stocks of APCR and a couple heat rounds. Otherwise, just load the AP in there. You need the APCR for close situations, and if it's just you versus an arty, make sure you have that high explosive rounds. Finish the kill, which, I mean, it only does 64 penetration, but that's pretty good for high explosive rounds. So if you need to go through an arty, you can. But there's also another thing that I didn't talk to you guys about, was the rest of the gun stats on the Su-152. We're gonna quick bring them up. Oh, come on, there we go. Alright, so it's got pretty much all of the same numbers as the other D25S. The Su-122 has 0.41 accuracy and a 2.9 second aiming time as well. So if you guys are wondering that, that's what happens. Sorry I didn't put that in there. But guys, that's pretty much it for the Su-122. So we go look at some games and see how it performs. Hey guys, here we are looking at the first replay of the Su-122-44. And yeah, the reason I said it is because before the video there was a retard talking, so I just wanted to get past that. So we're here on Sand River. I couldn't think of the name. But it's a tier 8 match, and 46% chance to win, so it's a little nasty. Might have to do a little bit of carrying in our Su-122. We do have a KV5 who is a pretty good player, as well as an Object 416 and a T-34-3. So we're going up here on this little hill or whatever you want to call it, which is a good spot for some mediums and TDs to go up there. Most TDs, if they're slower ones, will sit where the other Su-122 is, right around in that area. Get flanking shots on these guys when they come out to try and poke and get shots at these heavies camping around here, which looks like it's just the Object 416 and the KV5. So we're getting up right there. We lose an M6, which doesn't look like he's that big of a deal. I guess we'll find out. And there is a T-21 right here, and he's just waiting for me to come around, so don't have a shot though. Didn't want to risk it because that's 1K down the hole. So there's a Type 59 on the lower part of the hill. We're still looking around, see if we can see what's all happening around us. And the T-34-3 takes out the T-21. So we're gonna try and go up there, see if we can get some shots on the Type 59 right now. And I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little faint. I'm covering over cold again. So I figured out the Jagdtiger is a bigger target that we need to try and get rid of. But the shot goes high, which really sucks about that 0.41 accuracy. So it went high, hit his upper plate. It's never going to penetrate. And it looks like we bounced off the lower plate of the Jagdtiger, but now we got his side. That's going to go in every time. Even with this gun, it can go through there. And I think the next one bounces. Oh, no, we put another one through there. So we do 848 damage to that Jagdtiger in like 12-13 seconds. Now we're going to go out to this Type 59. It's just a shooting match, and the T-34-3 ammo racks him. Say a little bit of lol. Good shot to him. I'm gonna put a nice meaty one into this T-34 or T-25-2, doing a nice 431 damage, rolling high, and we shoot low, but then there's that 0.41 accuracy, and it goes just a little bit low and hits the ground in front of him. So now we see that there's an Amex AC-48, so we're gonna go out there and see if we can get some shots on him. And I see that as an AMX-48, so I load some premium rounds just in case his front is facing towards me. But even with these APCR rounds, they only do, around, it's not letting me see. It's not working. Alright, I can't even tell how much pen they have. But they don't gain too much. I don't think it's like 217, I think. Around that area. So, if I hit the lower hole of the AMX, we can go through there. But otherwise, the upper plate, forget it. That's not even good enough to go in. So he is backing up, and this is a kind of a waste of APCR for the side of an AMX. I just lead the shot, make sure that it will go through. And now I'm loading up AP, but now I'm worried because he is turning my way, so I probably am spotted. We might have some shots on the Centurion right here. And we got a nice shot on Centurion. We take him out. Excuse me, guys. And we still have the side of the AMX AC-48, so we're going to take that every day, and we finish him. And the VK-3601H, we have the little turret of his, And I don't even know where that one went. There's no way that was going to hit with this .41 accuracy, but you never know. Ever since they reworked the aiming mechanics and the shot dispersion. So now I'm thinking we need to head back to base, but I see that we can take that. The AT-15 is low on health, very low on health now, and the Su-122-44 should be an easy kill for those guys. But our Yag Tiger gets out, so I'm a little bit worried. Not sure if I should finish off this T-34-3, but I see that the cap counter is going down. We have it. The Su-122 can make sure that they don't do too much more. So we have a nice rear target, this juicy target of the T-34-3. And he's an average player, so I'm not sure what he's trying to do in there right now. But we put a nice one into his rear, but we do roll really low and only hit a 356. And we have his rear again, but the cap counter, it's the end. So, not a bad game there, 2.6k damage. I'll let you go check out some post-game results. Alright guys, so not too bad, 63k made, 64 I guess, close enough. And a 1.1k experience damage, or experience game with premium account. Excuse me, 2.8k damage that game, so, you know, pretty good for a tier 8 match. We kind of did carry a little bit, but did the top, hang on, the top 3, okay, so me and the T-23, or T-34-3 got the same amount of experience, which we were both second on the team, and then the T-28 prototype got the most. Not sure how he did that, good for him. And yeah, 11 shots fired, 9 direct hits, 8 penetration, so not too bad. We made use of our work. And just firing 11 rounds cost us 15k. That's a lot of money. So we go look at the second replay and see how we did.
Just want to get straight to the action. Yeah, that's fine.
Hey guys, what is going on? D-Man6996 here. Again with the second replay. Not sure why I said my name in that. Oh well. Not a big deal to get the name in there every once in a while. Anyway, we're here on, I can't think of this map either, Malanovka. I knew that. What the hell? Anyway, we are here platooning with one of the guys in my clan named Taiga. His name is Jimmy. He didn't actually have comms, so we're talking back and forth over clan or platoon chat in-game. He has 746 efficiency, so an average player, 50% win rate, 3k game battles played. So right now we are here in a tier 7 match, so it's looking good for us right now. The Su-122 thrives in games like this. And we're sitting here in the normal TD spot, trying to use my camo net and my great camo rating to make best use of this spot. They have a Hellcat, which can be a little dangerous, and an Su-152, which may be camping. And I completely donked this shot. He pulls forward just as I shoot. Like, honestly, I press the fire button and then he moves. Like, there's no way I could have pulled back from that. So, really should have made sure. I don't think the shot was actually fully aimed either. So I'm going back a little bit, seeing if I can get shots on these guys, help the guys in the bottom of the hill. So I head into these other trees. And getting set up here. Notice that there is someone coming down the hill, and we need to get a shot off. Got a stug right here, which kind of is a waste of a shot in a way. And the Yag Pants are firing gold at me. Hits me. I don't blame him for that. I mean, that gun is terrible, terrible penetration. But we do see these Su-152, so he's definitely not camping up there like I thought, and we got a little bit of his tank, and we get that .41 accuracy to actually hit something, and does a good job there with the gun. Make sure that it penetrates in. Got a nice shot, the VK36 on H. Roll a little bit, just a little bit high at 401. So good shot there. So the VK36 is backing off. We definitely kept him backing off. There's the Jumbo up there, I think. And the Jumbo is still up there at 4% health right now. So, since we got spotted by the Su-152, or the Jagdpanzer, excuse me, so they're a little bit nervous. Not sure where he is, but I will find out at the end of the game. So, Jared, if you guys didn't see, is playing his S51. Does have the 203. Actually has the Su-14 too unlocked. Or research, he actually owns it too. But he says he prefers his S51 just because the max you can see is tier 9. And you can see tier 10s, which in the Su-14 too, which the gun is easily able to perform in that because it is the tier 9 Russian artillery's gun. But he likes it using it at a lower tier, because I mean, who wouldn't? It's like using the KB1S's D25T gun at tier 5. I mean, it's overpowered at tier 6 already, but tier 5. So, yeah, that's kind of how I see it, at least. So now I'm thinking I need to move up to those next branch of trees, hoping that the VK3601H cannot spot me. He's an average player right now. It's a little bit concerned. T1 heavy is spotted, so now I think, oh, I do have a shot in. We do have a shot, so we're gonna make sure we aim all the way and then take it, and we hit a nice 411 on him. Someone else must hit him, because that was definitely not on me. I think Jimmy might hit him. Then Jimmy gets shot by the Su-122-44. So, I don't think he's using the 90mm gun, because if that was him that shot the T1 heavy, he should have done at least 220, I believe is what the 90mm gun does for damage. So we're gonna sit in a bush here, see if anyone wants to try and go there. The Su-122 is their best player on their team. Definitely knows what he's doing. He has 2 kills right now, and it's kind of just a waiting game right now. I mean, this World of Tanks is about patience, except on Himmelsdorf. That is one exception. Yeah, Jimmy. I mean, Jimmy went up too far. He should not have been up that far. He should have been back, or at least made sure he got a little help. I think the Jagdpanzer actually fouled him up there, but he died too, so nothing Jimmy could do. Maybe should have played a little bit more passive. Shouldn't have pushed out so much early. I mean, it was only 3 to 4 minutes into the game at that moment, so. But nothing we can do anymore about that. Excuse me. So now we have this T-29. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, we need to get him out. He's a very competent player as well. And we have his lower plates. I'm like, heck yeah. Let's take the shot. And we bounce. Where does that go? This thing could easily go through the lower plate of T-29. Must have gone high. He's gone, hit his gun mantlet, which would never go through, or the upper plate and bounce off that. So it was at a good angle. And we bounce again. Why is it bouncing? We have shots at his lower plate. We bounce again. What the heck? It's the side of a T-29's turret. And he's backing up. Come on. Come on. Come on, gun. Come on, gun. And we get him. Nice. Nice, nice. That was a very slim margin shot. And I see Jared is getting shot. He's yelling over me at TeamSpeak. Help, help, help. I said, don't move. Don't drive in front of him. Let me get shots on him. I can hit him. So I make sure that I aim the shot fully. Get rid of him. And just noticed that the Su-122-44 also is moving up, making an aggressive move, trying to get behind us. Which, in my opinion, that is a very bad move. I mean, you need to do something, but you should be waiting. I mean, you're down tanks. You need to let the enemy team come to you. So find a good bush, find a good hiding spot, sit up there. Find it. I don't know where he would go. Maybe around that D5 area. Get around in there. Get vision over the whole field, or not the whole field, the whole town and the hill, and spot the Su-122-44. So we're definitely gonna use the DPM to our advantage. I'm not sure if he's shooting at Jared. Oh, that was a bad shot. I need to aim fully, and I didn't lead the shot very well. Jared one-shots him, so it's all good. But so that's where the S51 is really nice. You can just one-shot targets like that with no problem. Maybe he did roll a little bit high, especially if he's using HE ammo. So we're sitting on 4 kills right now. Going for that Top Gun. We can get it. And I'm thinking, screw it. We're going to go. We need to go. We need to get rid of all these guys. So I decided that I'm going to go to that bush right over there. Oh, this bush, my bad. Checking to see if the GW Panther, the Jagdpanzer IV, is making a move towards the flag. Which, you know, maybe for the arty's sake, that's what he could do, but definitely not for the Jagdpanzer. So yeah, Jimmy's right. The Panzer IV should go out and scout for us right now. And we're still sitting here, trying to see if we can get any vision. But with our crappy view range, I'm not expecting much. This tank does also need binoculars, or even coated optics. But I mean, binoculars would be a really nice thing. Maybe instead of the Gunraimer, because it has such a good DPM already. So our KV-1 is out towards the buildings right now. I was going to say, I got the PZ-4 covered. He just needs to go and scout right now. Get vision for us. So he's going a long way around. I'm not sure why he would do that. He could have just gone towards the H7 and 8 area, but he can do what he wants. We've pretty much got the game in the bag right now, unless our team sucks out. And already gets spotted. I'm pretty much aimed right there, so I can just move my gun and take the shot. Can't ask for much better than that. So now it's just the Air Panther. I'm like, screw it, we're gonna go and get a Top Gun. That is what we are going to do. I really wanted this Top Gun. It's the first time I ever platooned with Jimmy. So I'm thinking, I'm sure he's camping in the fields, because he obviously had to be up on that hill to get a shot at me from that area. Or at least a little ways up there, because there's no way he would have got a shot at me from this area because of the little mini hill around the, see, where is that, the H or F7 and 8 area. There's a little bit of hill that will provide cover for you. I was guessing he would be right around in here, which is where I would have been in my Su-122 if I started on the other side. And he's spotted.
5-minute warning.
So what I honestly should have done if I really wanted this Top Gun so bad is let that KV-1 shoot him. Maybe get another 2 shots into him and then shoot, so I could have got the Top Gun. I was a little bit kind of mad, so I fired again, wasted a K. But it's not a bad game there. 2,688 damage. Nothing we can't complain about. Not too shabby. So how about we go take a look at the post-game results and see how we did. It's not a bad game. 167k made, which is with the 100k reward for destroying 20 vehicles. Which is really nice. If you guys don't know about that mission, go ahead and look it up in your missions and events tab on the top left-hand corner. You get money for just getting wins, which is was really hard this weekend because of how many people are on that suck. So you have to do a lot of carrying this weekend, but 170k made, 1.2k experience, not bad. Top on damage for our team, which yeah, we definitely carried this game. 2.6k damage. Jimmy, yeah, he didn't do too much. 667 damage, but not bad. Good for you, Jimmy. Must have done pretty well with such a high experience you got. And then 16 shots fired, 12 direct hits, 9 penetrations, which cost us 16.4 grand. So you know, after that 100k missions thing, we're able to make a nice healthy profit. I cannot talk of 149k. So let's check out this third replay and final replay and see how we did. Alright guys, here we are, here on Pearl River, which seems like I need to look at all the maps names because I can't remember them. But we're here in a kind of a nasty matchup. It's a tier 9 match, or tier 8 match, excuse me. And we have a 34% chance to win. Now, I'm not an XVM guru. I don't freaking believe in XVM. XVM just tells me what I need to know. This isn't a deciding factor in the win. And at this point, I knew that I had to carry hard and try and help the team win the game. So I'm going up here to sit in the TD spot in these bushes right up here above me, which is yeah, right up there. But looking at the spread of the team, I'm a little worried. We have a Yag Tiger 88 going towards the bridge, which I'm not exactly sure why he would go that way, but good for him. I mean, he is a slow tank. I mean, maybe we could use his help over here a little bit, but that's his choice. He can do what he wants. He is a Yag Tiger in a Tier 8 match, which I'm hoping to get sometime soon, but I'd rather get an IS-6 or 112. And here's a big question I have for you guys. I've been looking at all of the forums, even asking a little bit of games, but I know that's not what the games are for. But wonder if you guys have the 112 or an IS-6, give me your preference on it. Do you like it? Do you think that the D30 gun or whatever is a good gun even at Tier 8? It's pretty much the same gun as the IS. So do you guys like that gun? Do you think it still performs a little well? Because I'm a little skeptic about the gun, but I know that's what everyone is skeptic about. And we get a nice shot in the Egg Panther too, but we can't reload in time to get the K-Bone-S, sadly. Gun isn't that fast enough. But, so, looks like there's a couple of guys in town, a Yag Tiger 88, which is exactly kind of where I would probably would have gone with my Yag Tiger 88, was go into town. See what you can do, but he didn't do that. That's fine, we don't need to worry about him anymore. So now I see that we've got some people coming, so I'm not panicking at this moment. I know that we can easily defend this position with my rate of fire and hopefully my camo value holding out for at least a shot or two. We can get some nice shots into these guys, because there is 1, 2, 3, 4 guys right around there, and Su-152 camping base. And we have a Leopard and a Comet protecting this flank, so it's not looking too good right now. Yeah, we did have a really low roll on the Yeg Panther, which I just noticed. That really sucks. And the Leopard just kind of YOLOs. But I just see that there's a Type 59 there. I'm like, why would he jump down and take unnecessary damage? But I see, I was going to shoot that ELC. Because I know he's a big problem. He will be a big problem. This Type 59 keeps showing me his ass. So, I'm not going to deny that. And we take a nice bounce from the K-1S. Looks like I can't tell where that one actually bounced off of. I can't see. So it's me against the Type 59 and ELC, and I donked this shot. Oh, if I could have that shot back, I would take it. Oh, I would take that. And this ELC is gonna get in my face, but that's fine. I've got a shot on him. Luckily, we roll high and get. Oh shit. We hit 400 damage, but we have the Type 59, so I'm loading premium in this situation. I know that's what I need to do. I mean, this Type 59 should be wrecking me right now. I'm still a little concerned at why he bounced all of his shots on me. But, yeah, even with the good traverse speed, the Type 59 can get around us, and he... Okay. He missed my front. Oh my goodness. He was a really good player, too. One of their best, and he donked that last shot bad. And so we do a nice healthy 800 damage on that Type 59. And here I didn't realize that the T-34-3 or the K-1S was going back to base. I thought it was just me versus those two, so I make kind of a stupid move and flank around my own flank, if that makes sense. And yeah, I thought it was just that these guys would have pushed. They would have pushed to the base, but nope, they defended. And at this point, I realized that we have 8 seconds left to cap, because we pushed through the bridge fast and easy. And I was kind of hoping that they would keep resetting, just so I could go and get some more damage done. But 2,000 isn't terrible. I mean, the only damage we took was from the ELC. So, yeah, the game is over with, and we capped it out. Really wish we could have done more, but not too bad. And so, yep, 2,054 damage in the third replay that I have to show you, which is the last one I have to show you. So how about we check out these last post-game results for the day, and we can see how we did. So, not a bad game for our last game tonight, or today. 65k credits made, 2.3k, not efficiency, XP. On a doubled win. We didn't damage too many targets, but we hit that Type 59 4 times. Got a nice shot on that Yag Panther, and got a nice one on the ELC after he tried to ram us. So 2,000 damage, so not too bad for only hitting or shooting 4 targets. Yag Type Radiate, and he did pretty good going down there, I guess. 2.2k damage, 997 experience. So good game to him. Glad he did well. And 7 shots fired, 6 direct hit, 6 penetration. So you really need to make each shot count in this tank, or tank destroyer, I guess. But all in all, guys, I just really want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Su-122-44 Tier 7 Russian tank destroyer. If you guys did enjoy it, go ahead and leave it a rating of your choice. And I'll see you all later. So if you guys have any recommendations on what I should do, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I will start using Tank Inspector. So just want to thank you guys again. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all later.